I've been discussing with people online here recently about the Trinity and how it doesn't belong in the Christian faith. And what better place to discuss that than, at the heart of the Reformation here in Switzerland with Ludwig Zwingli, who fought against this concept. He was the one who translated John 1:1 as being ending with, and the Word was a God, not God, but a God. In other words, a divine being, separate and distinct from God, but a divine being. The Bible has three different types of explanations or discussions around spirit, or a spirit of God, or the Spirit of God. And the first of those are where Jesus was trying to explain heaven to his disciples. He had a hard time helping them understand the difference between himself, the Son of God, and God. And that was a big barrier that they had in discussion. The other example of the interaction with the spiritual world and with the story of the Bible are things like when the Spirit of God descended onto Jesus at his baptism, explaining that this is my son. He appeared as a dove in that case. And the other case is when God appeared to Moses as a burning bush and spoke to him. It looked like a burning bush, but it maybe have been a flame, which is discussed many times in the Bible, the flame of God. The other time is when the Archangel Gabriel came to speak to the shepherds and to tell them that Jesus is born, the King of Heaven has come to be incarnated on this world. The third type of description that we have in the Bible only appears when the character is being shown a vision of heaven. This happens with John in the Revelations when Jesus discloses heaven to him, and he tries to explain what he saw while he was there. It also happened with Moses when he was in the tabernacle or in the tent. God showed him what heaven looked like, and he described in detail the hierarchy of heaven in the Menorah. These two descriptions are the only descriptions that we actually have of a vision of heaven and a vision of the throne of God. And in that vision, there was no mention of three. There was no mention of a Trinity. There was no mention of three parts of a God. Rather, there was a mention of seven flames, or seven sons of God, and 24 elders who manage the 12 tribes of Israel, or the 12 tribes of heaven. Nothing to do with three. We know that 7 and 12 are holy numbers. The 7 days of the week are named after the 7 spirits of God. The 12 months of the year are named after the 12 tribes of heaven. These are holy numbers. 3 is not a holy number. 3 is a fallen number. It's the number of archangels that fell. It was Lucifer, Aholah, and Aholibah who fell from heaven. And those are the 3 that the pagan cultures have worshipped, have given blood sacrifices to, have killed people for throughout history. And it was Constantine who brought this pagan belief, this pagan culture, into Christianity. And so when he declared Christianity as the national religion of the Roman Empire, he forced all of those pagans who worshiped those pagan gods into Christianity. That's the danger of this Trinity belief. It is a pagan belief, and it limits our concept of heaven to a very narrow viewpoint. It doesn't show us the diversity, the legions of Holy Spirits that are serving Jesus in heaven. And they are the ones who guide us through our lives. So forget about this Trinity idea and open your hearts to the love of God and his diversity, his kingdom ruled by Jesus and helped in his ruling by the 7 spirits of God and the 24 elders.